Hey everybody, I'm Captain Foley.
And I'm Commander Coggins. Discovery, the show, the TV show, 3 seasons now. I think it's fair to say we're both quite enjoying the new way they're approaching characters in season 3. I'll start out with that positive. Your thoughts?
So far, yes, we're only two episodes in, but we've seen course corrections in season 2, and we're seeing that still developing. So,
And before I go into the big spiel, how would you summarize your vibe difference on this topic of how already they feel different, the characters in this season to the last two?
it's like they're expecting a new audience, and they have basically set people back to their base characters, I guess. Some of them to their base characters, other ones to new characters completely.
Do you want to give some examples? Like, what stand out to you?
Stamets and Dr. Colbert are back together as a couple. There was a lot of tension and issues last season with them, and then all of a sudden now it's just fixed. So that's a reset to season 1 again. Tilly seems a little bit too awkward and out of place even for Tilly, because she has had some quality time with these people, and she just seems a little bit too timid. She's 3 seasons in now. She should be doing a few more things than she is.
Like, she fought a war with Saru. Why is she being so unnecessary coy with him?
I think she just feels bad for him picking her over other people, especially Nan, which, Nan, I mean, is a new character, so that's fine. We get a little bit of her in season 2, but Giorgio,
Yeah, I'll get into Giorgio.
Yeah, Cero's a new character altogether now that he's captain. Somebody pointed out that he's different each season. First season's like he's a child, an angry little, or a scared little child. Season 2, he's like an angry, teen, much like we see teenage Groot. And then this season, he seems to be all kind of grown up now that he's captain, and he's evolved and all that. So there's a lot of, we're only two episodes in, so it's hard to say, but I can see some resetting of characters going on.
So it's important, obviously, to note that characters should evolve through time, change as experiences alter them, and that's fine. The problem is, the way Discovery has been is a bit of an odd situation. Season 1 was heavily rewritten from the original concept of who the characters were, when they had other characters that didn't even make it into the show, to rewriting the entire end partially, to moving the episode. The format of the first season was a bit broken and turned out how it was. And you look at how Saru and Burnham hated each other beyond all words. Even in one of the books, that's their entire thing, they hate each other. And that's the thing. And Saru considers coming of death. That's his entire thing. But these are concepts that Brian Fuller pitched and wrote into the show. He was let go. They did their own thing. But all those initial season, episode 1, episode 2 things obviously remained. All these character traits, which basically have all been dropped completely. Season 2, they wrote that again, but the showrunners got swapped out after 5 episodes, and they changed the end to go to the future. So they obviously rewrote that season, and we got different pairings. We got the side crew. Pike came in to add a bit of stability, etc., and everyone was changing again. Like, Tilly was a on the spectrum character in the first couple of episodes. Then she was just a nervous, awkward person. Then she was a geeky, fun person. Like, she keeps. Now, you can change how you play them, but the characters don't feel organic. They have not just evolved in 3 seasons, they've been reset each year. Saru in season 2, they literally remove the one thing that makes him unique in season 1. His entire character pitch, the entire thing he was designed around, was removed in season 2 because it meant nothing and didn't want to go anywhere. And they just became a guy. Just a strong guy. There's nothing unique there. Now in season 3, he's just a captain. He's the Saru captain, but there's nothing unique about him specifically that's got removed. There was obviously no plan, obviously no evolution. Obviously, this is all invent as we go, and each season trying to make the best out of the characters. But if you have to change who they are fundamentally, where they were, Giorgio is another good example. She's introduced in season 1 and then killed as a very little characterization captain. Comes back as the new Hitler, who literally eats one of our heroes' race and makes Burnham eat a Saru, a Kelpian, literally eating our characters, and kills us people, does a lot of bad stuff. And season 2, she comes in as this badass, sneaky lady who is nowhere near as bad. And you can imagine, anyone that's literally been a conqueror of a universe for 20 years, you don't really see them being able to change into being just a part of a secret organization to help people. It's not that organic. I mean, the whole point of Mirror Mirror was that those that are civilized can exist in a world that's not civilized easier than evil into good, and yet Giorgio works absolutely fine. In season 3, she's even more, she's taking orders from Saru, even though she was the emperor of a of a quadrant.
These characters are built on a very unstable framework, as we've talked about, with the multiple producers, show creators, ideas for the characters changing, evolving, even during the course of a season. And that's very obvious. They are trying to find their footing. They are trying to do course corrections, as we've talked about. And over the seasons, hopefully they've learned their lesson. Hopefully they, now that we're in season 3, as we hear a lot of times, it takes 3 seasons for Star Trek to kind of find its legs generally. So hopefully that's the case here. And what we're seeing early on in season 3 will continue throughout season 3 and on to season 4 and beyond. Because so far, aside from Tilly, I think almost everybody I like more in this episode, or these 2 episodes, including Burnham. I never really was a fan of Burnham, but she is a little bit more real now and less Vulcan-y. Like, they really took that away from her, which was the biggest complaint people had, I think, because she was so emotionless and kind of flat and wooden.
And her ability to do everything and be everything, which is unnatural for a Star Trek show. There's never been one lead. Sisko on the Bridge of the Defiant uses his crew to do the thing. He's not the one at every station solving the problems. You've never had that. You might always have the right answers, but you use your crew to do them. It's a very imbalanced thing.
But even her being a Mary Sue kind of made sense in the context of she was raised by Vulcans and felt like she had to prove herself to her peers, to her parents, who were Vulcan. I kind of bought that a little bit, but just the flat wooden delivery with everything. And it's not Sonequa Martin Green. She can act. It's just how she's directed and how her character was supposed to be.
It was just a mistake for the character at the start. I mean,
Yeah.
It was just Brian Fuller's. I mean, Brian Fuller made so many mistakes. I mean, more mistakes than made good choices. Set design, ship design, character building. All this stuff is a mistake upon mistake, and unfortunately, if you've already got all the uniforms, already got the CGI model of the ships, you can't just change the uniforms season 3, etc., etc. So there's things they've had to hold on to, but they can change the characters year upon year and get what they want.
But guys, put down in the comments below what you think about the characters. Have you seen the reset that we're talking about? Do you get that feel at all? If not, by all means, let us know your thoughts. We'd love to hear them. Speaking of, we do a lot of lives every week where we kind of talk about this kind of thing. So if you want to join us for that and kind of give your real-time input via Super Chats or just the main chat where we can interact with you and kind of talk about what you want to talk about, what's on your mind, we'd appreciate you joining us for those. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel to do that, by the way, and click the notification bell icon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we value the conversation because we only see so much. You guys have different perspectives, and often one comment can spiral a discussion, something really, really super interesting, or I saw this in this frame, or whatever. So that's always really great. And if you do want to super chat, as Stuart said, we do rely on fan donations to help doing this, but look how much free content, as in all of it, you get a week, especially when the new shows come out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos a week, free, analysis, all that good stuff. We need the support to back that up, and you guys do bring that support. But if you want to be one of those great people that enjoy what we do, Super Chat is a brilliant way, and it really adds energy to the lives. Or Patreon, that's a great monthly way, really important. Or join the channel on YouTube, similar to the Super Chats, but monthly. And PayPal if you can at trekyards@hotmail.com. And as you said, as always, Stuart, the free ways, just like, subscribe, comment if you want to do. These things help the analytics, and they do mean a lot.
Mm-hmm. And we love hearing from you and building this community. So by all means, comment down below. Anyway, guys, until next time, I'm still Captain Foley.
Yes,
a little bit undecisive.
So. I think we're still Stuart. We knew who we were from early on, and that's good. And I'm Colin Hawkins. Bye, guys.
Talk to you later, guys.